I've got some underrated book recs for you because everybody's reading the same book, but you should read something different. So let's begin. Honestly, there are a lot of books that I could add into this list of underrated books because I do read a lot of underrated fiction. But maybe if this one gets a good response and you need more book recommendations, then I will make another part. But for now, we have about five books that are underrated and you may want to add into your TBR. So first off is The Flip Side by James Bailey. This is absolutely cute. I've tried to mix up genres so that there is stuff for everybody. But anyway, The Flip Side by James Bailey is a romance novel. Basically, The Flip Side is about Josh, who had a high flying proposal planned for his girlfriend, whom he had been dating quite a while now, and it's New Year's Eve, so he booked the London Eye, and with champagne, truffles, and the ring, and it's absolutely perfect until she says no. So he has to spend the next 29 excruciating minutes awkwardly alone together in the middle of nowhere, basically. And by the time Josh is back on the ground, his whole life is up in the air. So he managed to lose his girlfriend, his job, and his flat. And realizing he can't trust his own judgment, he puts his fate into the hands of a coin. So now every decision he takes is done by the flip of a coin. So now this could be extremely risky, and this could also go either way. But let's see how his story ended up. Honestly, this book is absolutely something that refreshes you from within. It's that kind of a book. It's fresh, it's not too intense, but it will make you feel really related to the character Josh is really relatable, and he's literally everybody who feels clueless at any point of their life. So I think this book is the best for people who would love to read something like that. Moving on to the next book recommendation, which is more dramatic, and something, if you love watching dramatic stuff like Desperate Housewives or something like that, some kind of that kind of show. I haven't watched it, I'm just giving an assumption. I'm sorry, but if you like something like that, then I'm pretty sure you will love The Wives by Lauren Weisberger, who is basically the author of The Devil Wears Prada. And I haven't read the book, but I've watched the movie twice, and I love the movie, honestly, but I haven't read the book. What a tragedy. Anyway, The Vice by Lauren is very scandalous and dramatic, sort of. And if you like things that are sort of very dramatic, but then you really just watch it for the drama, that sort of stuff, I think you would of course love this one as well. This is highly underrated. I've really not seen this anywhere, and I bought it when it was on sale on Amazon and I really loved it. It was, sometimes you do want to get into stuff like this, which is kind of gossipy and very dramatic. So this is, I think that is the perfect word for this book, dramatic. So anyway, you always want to get into something like that. You just really sometimes are in the mood to get into something like that. So anyway, it is about Emily Charlton, who doesn't do the suburbs. She is I do not remember the name, so I will be reading it off here. So she is a successful stylist and image consultant to big Hollywood stars. But now that she's moved, and she cut her teeth as assistant to legendary fashion editor Miranda Priestley in New York. But with Snapchatting millennials stealing her clients, Emily needs to get back in the game, and really fast, because she is feeling a big connect with other generations. So she doesn't want to be left behind. She holds up at the home of her oldest friend Miriam, and in the upscale suburb of Greenwich. And when Miriam's friend, model Carolina Hartwell, she is publicly dumped by her husband Graham, a senator with presidential ambitions, things get into this huge scandal, and they will definitely bring him down in order to bring her up, right? So it's not just Carolina's reputation that's at hand that is ruined, basically. It's her family as well. And Miriam is and Emily are basically quite determined to not let Graham slip away with it. They're definitely going to make him pay, and they'll also get back Carolina's son for her, which Graham took with him. So that's all about the book, and I read it quite a while back, but I remember it being absolutely entertaining. It was very fun. Sometimes I really do crave stuff like this, which is kind of dramatic and gossipy and stuff like that. So it becomes really interesting to read. So I want more book recommendations like this. Please, please give me. Okay, next up is Yes, No, Maybe So by Aisha Saeed and Becky Albertalli. This book, I don't know if it's popular or not, but I haven't seen a lot of it on Bookstagram, so I am assuming it's not very popular. So this book is quite chunky, but it has short chapters and it's very quick paced, so it doesn't make you feel bored, and it is also suitable for a younger audience. And anyway, it's about Jamie and Maya. Now Jamie is happy to campaign for local politics so long as he's behind the scenes and not on the forefront of campaigning and stuff. And there's no way he would go knocking on doors and asking for people to vote and stuff like that, until he meets Maya. Now Maya, she is having the worst Ramadan ever, and her best friend is too busy to hang out, and she's not got no company basically. And her parents are also separating, and to top it off, her mother thinks that the solution is that she should engage herself in other activities, which is political canvassing with some guy that she hardly knows, which is, well, if you haven't guessed it yet, Jamie. And going door to door isn't exactly how they planned their summer vacations, but as the polls they grow closer, so do Jamie and Maya, and it's very cute. It is very, very cute. It's that kind of book that you want to read when you want to feel all warm and cute and fuzzy sort of. So yes, this is again a romance. So but this is again, this is also quite clean for any age category. You can definitely read it. It's very, very cute. I really loved this book, and it is definitely a little chunky, but it's also very relatable. And it gets over quite quickly because you are very hooked with the writing style. And I always love Becky Albertalli's writing style. I've also read Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, but this was a first for me, for Aisha Saeed, and I am definitely quite glad that I will glad with her writing style. So I'll definitely give her another chance. I really want to read something that is written by her solely. So anyway, because of course the romance is definitely done right. And that's where I will leave you with this underrated book recommendation. Moving on to the next one is Blackout by 7 authors, I think. Yes, it's Ashley Woodfolk, Angie Thomas, Nicola Yoon, Doniel Clayton, Nick Stone, and Tiffany D. Jackson. Can you look at how pretty this cover is? And if you look at it closely, it's two faces, and it's so beautiful. So it is so many YA authors merged into one book, so that can't go wrong, right? So Blackout, again, I haven't heard a lot of it all over internet. So I really thought that you guys should give it a chance. So this is a YA book, so you could definitely, any age category can read it. Honestly, anyone above the age of 13 can definitely read this. And I really enjoyed this book because it has parallel stories running in the same city, but then there are so many different people who are having their own stories in the same city. So it kind of makes you think that way. So it's about when a heat wave plunges New York City, and darkness, and within darkness, due to a blackout, basically, sparks fly for 13 teenagers caught up in the blackout. So first meeting, longtime friends, reuniting exes, and the beginning of something new. So when the lights go out, people, they reveal their hidden truths, and love blossoms. So that is what the book is about, and I'm pretty sure you'll love it. I did find it a little draggy at certain points, but then it really picks up, and it was really fun to read also, and I enjoyed it, especially since I've never read anything like this written by several authors, and then also it being many characters going on parallelly with a lot of POVs, but they're in the same city experiencing the same things, but they are different characters. So that kind of makes it really different sort of a narrative, and it's really fun. And finally, the last one is for fantasy lovers out there. It is An Academy of Liars by Alexis Henderson. Now this book is I don't know if it's popular or not. I think it isn't because I haven't heard a lot of it, but I think the author is a little famous. She does have a lot of followers, so I'm not sure if it is popular or not. But the book is absolutely amazing, especially if you love horror, gothic sort of fantasies. You'll definitely love this one, I am sure. Now, it says for those born with magic in their blood. It's definitely for those. It is absolutely mesmerizing. It is about Lennon Carter, whose life is falling absolutely apart until basically she gets a phone call about to sit an entrance exam for a mysterious college which she's never heard about, Drayton College, and it is a school of magic somewhere in Savannah. And she has been chosen because, like everyone else at the school, she possesses some sort of magic. So she possesses the innate gift to persuade people, the ability to wield her will like a weapon. And that is what she possesses. And when she reaches there, she sees that she is definitely not strong enough because she meets other people over there who are outrageously much better than her. So that kind of sort of agitates her, I could say. So after passing the grueling exam, she gets into the university and she has to master this devastating power. But she's sort of enamored by her charismatic her charismatic tutor, not tutor, advisor. What was his name? Dante, yes. Her advisor Dante, she is sort of, enamored by him. Who wouldn't? So that's how the story plays out, and it is absolutely amazing. It is very, very fun. I agree. It is very not fun. It is intense, and of course, this one I would recommend to a slightly older audience. But it is quite horror sort of. It has undertones of horror, and it is sort of gothic and dark academia vibes. So yes, you should check it out if you like things like that. And that wraps up the list. I really, 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 really hope that these five books that are you know very underrated sort of make way for themselves in your TBR list because of me. You can buy all of these books from my Amazon affiliate link in the description box below. And, I hope that these make a way to your TBR list. And we'll meet next Friday. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want another part of this, do let me know. Please do let me know. And I'll make one more. Goodbye.